Selena Gomez has been in the public eye since she was literally a child. She grew up on Disney Channel, transitioned into pop music, became one of the most followed people on Instagram, went through one of the most public health battles in Hollywood history, a lupus diagnosis, a kidney transplant, mental health struggles she openly talked about. She wasn't just famous. She was beloved. People felt like they knew her. So when something about her appearance started shifting, people noticed immediately. It started with red carpet appearances and paparazzi photos that began circulating online. Fans zoomed in. They compared. Side-by-side photos started flooding TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. And the conversation split right down the middle. Half of people were saying she looked completely different. Fuller face, smoother forehead, lifted features. The other half were saying people were being cruel, that she has lupus, that medications like the ones she takes can genuinely change your face, your weight, your bone structure. And both sides had a point. Here's what you need to understand about lupus medications, specifically steroids and immunosuppressants. They don't just treat the disease. They reshape your body. Prednisone, which is commonly prescribed for lupus flare-ups, can cause what's medically called moon face. It causes the face to become round and full. It can change fat distribution across your entire body. It's not subtle. It's not cosmetic. It's a medical reality. Selena has been extremely open about this. She's talked about it in interviews. She's posted about it on social media. She's literally said, "I'm going to look different sometimes, and that's okay." But here's where the story takes a turn. Because while her fans were defending her, a group of models decided to do the opposite. It started almost like a whisper. Then it got louder. Model after model began posting, commenting, or alluding to Selena's appearance in ways that were pointed. Not everyone named her directly. But the internet is not stupid. People connected the dots fast. Screenshots got shared. Comments got screenshotted. And suddenly, you had some of the most recognizable faces in the fashion world seemingly piling onto a woman who had just been talking publicly about her health. Now pause here, because this is the part that really matters. Selena Gomez is not just some celebrity. She is also now one of the most successful businesswomen in the world. Rare Beauty, her makeup brand, crossed over $1 billion in valuation. She has more Instagram followers than almost any human being alive. She is, by every measurable metric, at the peak of her power. So when models started taking shots, they weren't punching up. They were poking a bear. A very beloved, very powerful bear. The internet reacted exactly how you'd expect. Her fans mobilized. Fast. The Selenators, that's what her fanbase calls themselves, went digging. Old posts. Old interviews. Any shade, any subtle jab, any receipts. And they found things. And they shared those things. And the models who had made comments suddenly found themselves on the receiving end of a very loud, very organized backlash. Some of the models tried to backtrack. One posted a vague apology that the internet immediately called performative. Another went quiet altogether. One actually doubled down, which, as you can imagine, did not go well for her. But here's the twist nobody expected. Selena didn't explode. She didn't post a clap back. She didn't go live and rant. She did something that, honestly, might have been way more powerful. She posted herself, glowing, happy, engaged to Benny Blanco, looking genuinely at peace. And the contrast between her energy and the chaos swirling around her said everything without saying a single word. It was quiet. It was controlled. And it made the people who were talking about her look even smaller by comparison. This is a pattern with Selena, actually. She has this way of letting the noise reach a fever pitch and then just existing, showing up, not performing happiness, but actually having it. And somehow, that drives people more crazy than any response ever could. But let's zoom out for a second, because there's a bigger conversation hiding underneath all of this. Why do we do this to women's faces? Why is a woman's appearance always up for public vote? Selena Gomez has survived a disease that almost killed her. She's had a stranger's kidney inside her body, keeping her alive. She's fought through depression and anxiety in front of millions of people. She built an empire from the ground up. And yet, The headline is still about her face. And the models who commented? A lot of people pointed out the irony. These are women in an industry built entirely on the idea that faces can be judged, ranked, and critiqued. The fashion world has historically been brutal about body standards, about who gets work and who doesn't, about what is considered beautiful and what isn't. So when women from that world start pointing fingers at someone else's appearance, the hypocrisy is loud. That doesn't mean everyone who commented had bad intentions. Some might have been joking. Some might not have realized how it would land. But intention doesn't erase impact. And the impact was felt.